Hello students, good morning all of you. Today I am going to start your first chapter. This is your first chapter and this chapter is there for semester 1. The chapter name is Introduction to Access 2013. This is Microsoft Access, and this Microsoft Access is basically used to create a databases. Now what is database means? See, we read it out this all. See, in DBMS, see, DBMS is nothing but your database management system, and it arranges all your data in an orderly manner so that you can retrieve some information easily. So, whenever you want that information, okay. So, now we'll exactly see what is the database. Database in every organization has to maintain a data pertaining to its business, its employees, and other relevant information. For example, a school maintains data on their students' personal details, their academic and co curriculum achievements, and on the details of their teachers and administrative staff. So, we need for this a database is nothing but you have to store your information in the form of table. Okay, so here see, a database is simply an organized collection of data. Databases arrange information in such a way that any specific piece of information can be easily accessed. So there are some elements of a database given in your textbook. There are total four types of databases are given in your textbook. First is your hierarchical database, then second is a network database, then a relational database, object oriented database. Okay? Student, please remember these four types of databases. Of this, the relational database model is the most popular. A relational database stores the data in the form of table. A table organizes data into rows is called record and column is called field. See, in this Microsoft Access, you need to store your data in the form of table. So in this table, the row also known as records and columns also known as a field. Hmm? Please remember this. So records and fields together make a table. Each record defines information about one entity and gives complete details about it. So each field defines information of a certain type of all records. Now, tables, fields, and records form the elements of a relational database. See, in this figure, this table, total four columns are there. Employee number is given, then employee name is given, employee tel means employee mobile number is given, and employee email ID is given. So see, you able to see this. This heading, this heading is called nothing but a fields. This heading is called nothing but a fields. Matlab, column is known as a field. Okay, understood? And next is see, rows is called a records, means there are two rows in this table. There are two row, this is one row and this is second row. In this table there are two rows and these two rows are called records. Okay, so it has two records. This table contains two records which about two entities, Siddharth Gupta and Bhavna Jain. Okay, two entities means two employee names records is there in this table. Okay, likewise you have to create a table in the Microsoft Access. Now next is database management system. What is this exactly? Database management involves creating, modifying, deleting, and adding data in database. The software that performs these functions is called a database management system. Student, please remember this full form of DBMS, database management system. Access, MySQL, and Oracle are some popular DBMS software. These are some popular of your DBMS software. Okay, so in this database, what involves creating the table, modifying the table. Modifying means change the table. You can change the format or you can change the values in your table. Then delete the table or delete some rows or columns and adding a data in your database or a table. Hmm? Now there are some functions of a DBMS. When lot of data is stored in various files, there is a possibility of redundancy. Possibility of data redundancy, data inconsistency, and incorrect data, etc. So a DBMS provides an easy solution to all these problems as it allows centralized control over data. A DBMS provides the following benefits: reduces data redundancy. See, data redundancy means what? The duplication of data means you can copy the data and make the duplicate data as it is. Okay. For example, school may have a two separate files to maintain student records, one with students' addresses and the other with their phone numbers. Okay, one with the student addresses and other with the phone numbers. A DBMS integrates these two files into a single database file. Now the data is stored at a single place in the database, hence data duplication is reduced or virtually eliminated. Okay, this is called your data redundancy, means the duplication file of a data. Next, you have a controls data inconsistency. Say students, suppose a student addresses are stored in two files, so bus information and fees information. A student informs the bus in charge about a change in the address, so the new address will be reflected in the bus information file, but the same change may not be made in the fees information file. So hence the two files would have two different addresses for the same students. This will not happen in a properly maintained database. So ideally, there will be no redundancy and any change in one file will be automatically updated everywhere else. Okay. Next, you have facilitates sharing of data, enforces standards, ensures data security, maintains integrity. Hmm? See students, these are what? These are your functions of DBMS. Please read this and remember the title of the functions of DBMS. First is your data redundancy. Next is a controls data inconsistency. Next, facilitates sharing of data. Next, enforces standards. Next, ensures data security. And the last is maintains integrity. Hmm? Now, introduction to Microsoft Access. See, now I'm going to show you practically how to use this Microsoft Access and what is the primary key field is there. See, in these many fields are available. See the primary key. First of all, the primary key is what? A primary key is one or more column whose values uniquely identify every row in a table. The value in the primary field is different for every record and thus helps to identify records here uniquely. Okay, so example is given here. I'm going to show you practically now the elements of the Microsoft Access and how to open Microsoft Access, how to use Microsoft Access. Everything I will explain you now in the next video. Till then, student, have a nice day. Bye bye. Take care, all of you.